Welcome to the Wildcat Watch. I'm Jessica Lane. Baker University students will be paying more due to a tuition raise this year. Wildcat Watch's Niels Petterite sat down with Senior Director of Admissions Kevin Kropf on the issue.
Tuition is set by the Board of Trustees in conjunction with the Administrative Cabinet of the university, and they kind of look at what the different costs are going to be in terms of salaries and cost for upkeep across campus. Typically, the last couple of years, we've had about a 3.5% increase on tuition, and that's not something that's taken lightly. They want to ensure that Baker remains an affordable option for folks. And one of the nice things is, as we've increased tuition, we've also increased our scholarships and aid budgets as well. I think an important thing to remember is there's a difference between kind of capital improvements as well as kind of operating costs. Those dollars are capital dollars. Those are coming from outside funds, from donors or alumni, but for the most part, all of the building funds come from outside sources. You know, a lot of things increase in price from year to year, whether it's the cost of utilities or it's salaries. When our price tag increases, it also reflects our place in the marketplace. You know, compared to a lot of our key private competitors in the region, we're right in line with what a lot of them are, and even a little less expensive than some of our competitors like William Jewell Drury, which are both on the Missouri side. When we have increases in the tuition, it's not really earmarked for any one particular area. It's just the overall operating costs of the institution.
Even though the tuition was raised this year, Wildcat Watch's Bailey Cabry decided to ask the students herself this week how they think college could be more affordable.
Welcome to this week's Baker Beat. We will be asking students how they can make college more affordable.
Well, I think there's a lot of different fees and stuff. Like, I know that Baker particularly, there's a lot of just, it seems unnecessary to me, like how many random fees there are aside from tuition and housing and all that. And I feel like that can probably be cut back a lot.
I think by offering extra scholarships in which people can participate in that, I think that'd be a lot better. Also, I feel like we waste a lot of money on scholarships for athletes that aren't actually like needed on teams. So maybe some of those funds could be allocated to students with need instead.
Student recognition is really important. So when students do really great things, I think they need to be recognized for that, right? So I believe that if the school sought out more ways to recognize students and provide scholarship in that way, that would help students who are really being successful and really going out and doing really good things for the university and for the world. I think that'd make college more affordable for them, and I think that'd be really great.
I have always worked as hard as I could throughout the summer and really took that opportunity to save my money. And then that way I can have fun during the school year, but I still have money to spend. Does that make sense? And then also just really looking for scholarship opportunities, because they send you out those emails and like people don't really apply for that, like the $1,000, like you just apply or write a paragraph and like you can get that really easily. So
I think that if the government started putting a little bit more emphasis on education, maybe lowered our interest rates on student loans, and then focused a little bit more on putting taxpayer money into education rather than unnecessary things like a defense budget that's 3 times everybody else's, then I think that'd probably make it more affordable for us. Also helping us subsidizing some of our debt so that it kind of consolidates instead of racking up over time.
Well, that's it for this week's Baker Beat. I'm Bailey Cabry with the Wildcat Watch.
Governor Brownback recently visited Baldwin City to launch the new RG Fiber, a locally owned company that is improving the internet usage throughout town.
One of my objectives in being governor is to make Kansas the best place in America to do 2 things. One is to raise a family, and the second is to grow a small business.
RG Fiber will be fully functional by spring of 2015. Douglas County Lake is a large wildlife area stretching over 538 acres. Check out these shots that Wildcat Watch's Kyle Wilson was able to get. Ashley Croker is a sophomore at Baker University. Croker has a unique way of using her free time that she is a volunteer firefighter in Baldwin City. Wildcat Watch's Josh Chalker with the story.
I got my start becoming a firefighter this summer. I took my EMT, it took me 2 months. So I went to class 5 days a week from July through August. And so I decided that I wanted to use it. You know, I didn't just want to have a certification and just sit on it. So I decided to come to Baldwin and see what was going on. And there's no part-time EMS here in Baldwin, so I decided to give the fire chief a call and I can be an EMT there. So it worked out really well. This is the Quint. This is our biggest truck, most expensive. It can take 5 guys with us to a call. My interest in firefighting came from, my grandpa was a firefighter for a long time, and my dad wanted to be a firefighter, and so when I got the opportunity to work at the fire department, they asked me, they're like, do you just want to be an EMT or do you want to be a firefighter? And I was like, that's an option. This is my bunker gear, so if you get a call, or if I get a call, I'll come in here and throw this on, my helmet, gloves for fire. Right now, I'm still getting trained a lot, so I'm not going out on calls. Soon I will be though, and basically I'm on call 24/7, so it's kind of whenever I can go. I don't think it's a struggle being a student and a firefighter. Like I said, I just have to choose when I have to do things, and if I have a big test, I'm not gonna go fight a 2-story house fire, you know, but I think it's cool. A lot of people come up to me and ask me about it and are really excited about it, so it's good to just show people that you can be a student, but you can branch out and do other things too. This is engine 1. This engine has 1,000 gallons of water on it, so it can take out a small fire. We can also hook up to fire hydrants. It has a lot of ladders for getting onto buildings and things like that. The environment at the fire department is great. It's like a family. From day one, people started joking with me and giving me crap, and I've never felt like I had anything to prove to anyone. And the chief and all the guys on the department have really just welcomed me in and have encouraged me to do everything and learn everything that I can. So.
Well, that's all we have for this week's Wildcat Watch. Until next time, I'm Jessica Lane.